بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. غسل, kafan, janaza, dafan, yu zindagi khatam. This is a Urdu poetry or poetic verses. Ghusl, kafan, janaza, dafan, yu zindagi khatam. The last chapter in everyone's life is that soon as you die, soon as you leave this world, your soul has been taken out of your body and death has occurred. Then now there are a number of things that the people will do with your body in preparation for your life in the hereafter. Number one is ghusl. They will give you a shower. Number two is kafan. They will shroud you. Number three is janaza. They will collectively, in a prayer form, ask Allah for your forgiveness. Number four is dafan. And that's how life comes to an end. Whatever you used to own in this world, everything is now the right and the belongings of those people who will inherit from you. Everything that you lost sleep over, everything that you missed many salawat and many prayers, you made them qadha, everything that you did not consider your health, whether you were eating, whether you were resting, but you gave your 100% and you earned and you earned and you earned. Soon as you close your eyes, even this hat that you may be wearing, it no longer belongs to you. The pen in my pocket, it no longer belongs to me. The socks that I'm wearing, it no longer belongs to me. Now it belongs to the wuratha, the warith and the wuratha, those who will inherit you. Today in Surah An-Nisa, the verse of mirath was recited, Ayatul Mirath. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala reward the Huffaz who have been reading in their own way in a very beautiful manner, each one in their unique voice, Ameen. They are the true people worthy of Oscars and BAFTAs, not of this world but of the hereafter. Allah will call them in front of all the people and give them a taj, a crown, which is going to be worth a lot more than anything this world can offer. And people will recognize that he is a Hafiz-e-Quran. Any skin which wraps the Quran-e-Kareem, Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, the fire will not be able to touch that skin. Meaning that the Quran-e-Kareem is in the heart of any human being. The heart is covered with the skin. That is what Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, that any skin that covers the Quran-e-Kareem, anyone who has memorized the Quran-e-Kareem, and then he acts accordingly, then the fire will not be able to touch that skin. To yusikumullahu fi awladikum لِلذَّكَرِ مِثْلُ حَظِّ الْأُنْثَيَيْنِ. Full ruku' and a bit more that is dedicated to who will inherit and how much they will inherit. And the reason why these verses are in Surah An-Nisa, An-Nisa means the women, because women were oppressed. Women were oppressed, they were seen as second class. And women were oppressed financially, physically, and it was acceptable. But Islam came, and Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam came as the Prophet of Allah, and Allah sent wahi and revelation. And through these verses of wahi and revelation, Allah taught human beings that women are not worthless, but women are those who have the same status as you. Women are those who are to be respected. Women are those who will play a very important role in your life and in the life of those who are to come after you. So one way that women were being oppressed was that when their husband passed away, their father passed away, their son passed away, they received nothing. the dominant male family member used to take everything. And if he was kind, if he had a little bit of generosity in his heart, he may give 10 pounds, 20 pounds just to please her that I gave you something. So he can say, yes, I gave her right. Just to say that, take the blame of him. But did not give what she was really worthy of. So Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala, He now fixes the shares of the women, and which women will inherit, Allah has fixed. He has not left that to us because we will continue to be unjust. When a person passes away, then in this order, his money, his wealth will be spent. In this order. First of all, the money will be spent to prepare the body for burial. What we refer to as ghusl, kafan, dafan. In washing, whatever cost that there may be. In shrouding, whatever cost that there may be. In moving the body, transporting the body from the place of washing to the qabristan and graveyard, and purchasing the grave. Even when you die, living cost still continues. 4,000 pounds, 5,000 pounds. That's how much it costs just to die and be buried. Many people are rich, they leave nothing behind. I've dealt with scenarios. You ask that, what did this person used to do? He had a good job. He had everything good. He was living a nice life, nice house. But he hasn't left enough behind for his burial costs to be covered. From the communities, we asked people money. Please give money so we can bury this person. Council of Mosque gave money so this person, a rich man who can be buried. So at least leave enough money if you have, that we don't have to go begging to other people to bury you now. At least you've left enough money that your ghusl can be performed, your kafan can be purchased, you can be shrouded properly, and then you can be buried. However much money is required will be taken from this person, whatever he left behind. After that, we will see that has this person left any debt? Is he owing any money to anyone else? If somebody comes and says, and they are able to prove, etc., they're reliable, that this person owes me 1,000 pounds, 100 pounds, 500 pounds, then from the remaining money, all his debt will be paid off. Even if all the money is spent, it doesn't matter. His debt will be paid off. Including, it's not just people, but including companies. Maybe he has a phone in his name and the bill is still to be paid. So that bill needs to be paid as well. It's owed to somebody. So all of the debt is to be paid, even if all the money is finished. First of all, ghusl, kafan, dafan, burial, even though all the money is finished, doesn't matter. Bury him properly. After that, any money remains, now pay off the debt. After that, if any money remains, then we will see that did this person make any bequests? Did he say that when I die, then I want 1,000 pounds of my money, 100 pounds of my money to go to Iqra Masjid? Staring at me. So you say that I want it to go to so-and-so charity, so-and-so poor person. So when this person passes away now, after ghusl, kafan, dafan, after paying the debts, now these bequests will be paid. Okay? But the bequests will only be paid from 1/3 of the remaining money. For example, you've paid for all the burial costs, you've paid off the debts, only 900 pounds remains now. And he made a bequest for example, 600 pounds to be given to a charity. Can he give 600 pounds? Why? It's more than 1/3. The remaining money, only from 1/3, you can fulfill the bequests of this individual. After fulfilling the wasiyat, in our language we refer in Arabic as well, then we will share out the remaining money to those people that Quran says that they inherit. Father, mother, they inherit. Son, daughter, they inherit. If there is a son, then that's it. Matter is solved. These are easy cases. But people don't act upon these masail. Very, very rare people act upon these masail. Somebody in the family is religious, and he brings up these issues, then he gets blamed. He's a greedy person. He wants everything. We're still grieving, we're still crying for the loss of our father, and he's starting to talk about taking this and taking that. Why? He is trying to act upon the Quran. He is trying to act upon the Sunnah. This is what needs to be done. But very, very rare people act upon these. Alhamdulillah, during COVID time, where there was an increase in people leaving this world, in the Jumu'ah bayans, I spoke about this topic in quite a number of masjids. And the effect of that was there were some brothers who took me to their house after somebody passed away, and they brought everything in front of me, the gold, everything. It was a female, the gold was brought in front of me, the money, cash, everything. And how many people inherited, calculated everything out for them, and they divided, and they were all happy. And that's the way it should be. There should be no fighting. Sometimes what happens is that during the life, one of the son, he disappears. He fell out maybe with the siblings or fell out with mom and dad. Now he turns up. So now people say, no, go away. You are not going to receive anything. You can't deprive him. You can't deprive him. Allah has made that person his father and him the son of that person. By being a son, he is going to receive his share. Sometimes you give a person some share and you say, this is your share. And they say, no, I don't want any of this. You can't do that as well. You take it into your possession and then you do what you want. If you want to give it as sadaqah, etc. Sometimes what happens is that the person has passed away. Mom has passed away, dad has passed away, and left 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old. And the father says, or the grandfather says, everything of my wife, or everything of my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, whoever has passed away, we're going to give it in charity. She will receive reward. Is he doing a righteous deed or a sinful deed? Sinful deed. Why is he doing a sinful deed? It's a good thing, isn't it? He's giving everything in charity. It's sinful because it's not his to give. Who does it belong to? If he is the husband, he'll get a share. If she is the wife, she will receive a share. If he is the father, she is the mother, she will receive the share. But after that, the remaining belongs to that 2, 3, 4-year-old. Acha, what if the person says, I asked them, I said to them, the 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 4-year-old, okay, even 6-year-old, I asked them, is it okay if I give mummies everything to charity? They all said yes, they're very happy. Now is it permissible? No. Why? As long as the person is nabaligh, intellectually he and she does not have the capacity to understand what they are authorizing and what they are giving permission to. So you save all that, keep all that in a trust. And then once they mature, they have the mentally they become intellectual enough to understand, which we refer to as becoming baligh. Then we will say that this is the wirathat of so-and-so, wirathat of so-and-so, this is your share. Any questions? You're all going to act upon, inshallah? Even if you can't get all the family together, at least you bring that harkat in the family, that this needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, then think what will happen afterwards. You will lose, your children are going to lose out, and this is a reason why there is probably more poverty in our community than others. If the inheritance masail were acted upon, then there wouldn't have been as much poverty as there is. Because everybody will receive a share. Even if it's 10 grand, 5 grand, 20 grand, it's something that they can do. It's an investment that they can make. One last verse, let me mention that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala says in the Quran regarding women, He says, وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ, and deal with them, treat them, bil-ma'roof, with kindness. Allah's command, He says that, O men, treat your women with kindness. وَعَاشِرُوهُنَّ بِالْمَعْرُوفِ. If you see anything that brings dislike to your heart, maybe there is good that you are not understanding and you are not seeing. So that's why we need to learn how the Prophet ﷺ, he treated his wives. Imam Tirmidhi narrates a hadith. Rasulullah ﷺ never raised his hand on any of the Azwaj Mutahharat, on any of his children. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam never raised his hands. There is a way of telling someone off. There is a way of teaching someone something or teaching kids discipline, but it's not with hands and it's not with feet. That's not the religion that I follow or we follow. Islam teaches us better ways. So may Allah tabarak wa ta'ala keep us steadfast upon His deen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ameen.